Good evening, everyone. Sorry for the delay. I was still set up from the sale at the weekend and had to change some of the bits and pieces around. I didn't realise that I'd changed all of the tags and stuff. So, last minute change to some bits and pieces. Hello, Egan. And I'll just quickly check things are going to where they're meant to be going. That's cool. That's live. That be live. That be live. And that be live. Cool. So, tonight we've got a... Hello there, Foxy. I've managed to catch up with you today. I do apologise. Like, behind on quite a bit of stuff today. Provisions. Oh, cool. So, what tonight's going to be is we're standing in for Nannybot because he used up all of his energy in the heat cave and ended up a little bit too tired to do tonight. So we've said we'd help out. And I saw them sweating buckets in there yesterday. And to be honest, I've got a fan on here. I've got a big fan on down there, and I'm still melting, to say the least. So it might be a very, very casual evening of painting and chatting and sitting back. I've got a table full of projects to be getting on with. I just don't know what to start with at the moment. We've got let's go to the painting thing. A cold beverage. I have a non... you can't say the name of it, cool. A nondescript can there, and another nondescript can there. Both right near the cooler. So, today, on the bench, so to speak, we have quite a lot there. So, these are a little bit of a sneak peek. I'll show you them in a second. We have got... I know Egan's wanting to see this fella. I did the red on him while everyone was offline. While I was offline, so I've got a bit of work I can be getting on with him. I've got base material to fit to Igor, so I'll be finishing him tonight. That'll be one thing. Igor and the kitty will be 100% finished tonight. So the kitty is just about done. It's got metal necklace. All the base is done. Hi there. Spooderman. Yep. So I'll just pop Spooderman off there. So he is on the board. Anyone on the board is a viable prospect. Let me just get my ruler out. Put the ruler under there because it's made of metal. Hi Steve, how are we doing? And it sticks to there like that. Good evening, my Doom Fairies. So, we're going to be on every night this week, so you can understand that's going to be a lot. I didn't have a lot of stuff prepared for this week, so I've got Spidey to do. I've got these guys to do. I've still got Corvus Glaive to finish off. Hello, there's Martin. Good evening, and hello, Dale. Dead Steve, David, yep, everyone's here. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I know it's not our normal night, but as I said, it's we're helping out Rasta and what is the little pooch is a cat pooch, Liam. It is. It needs its eyes doing, but it's from Mythos. Hello, Jack in Scotland. Jack Ock. It's part of the Priory. It's a gang or a whatever they call them. A group of people that do fighting in a game called Mythos, and there's another 4 figures, all in black still left to. So, dude with a flamer. Woman with a... Oops, sorry. Woman... No, I wish it was a Dungeons and Doggies box. I would love the Dungeons and Doggies box. But yeah, it's my Mythos crew for Gotham to Somalia. Samaria. Oh god. Right, we had this discussion the other day. It's Gotham to Samaria, because Somalia's the wrong place. That's the place full of pirates. Thank you for the subscription, Snowy. Oh, I can actually get that off my table now. So, what we've inadvertently... I'm going to forget the medium one. We have a couple of scenery jobs to be working on as well. Yeah, I think it's Snow, you'll tell me which one it is. So, one of our... Hello, mate. Aloha. One of our streaming partners, Corvus Gaming Terrain, is going to be doing a Kickstarter. You're going to hear a lot about this Kickstarter because they've given us a load of files earlier. Yeah, Samaria. Now these are the walls from these files. Now these are FDM printed files, and the quality that they've come out, and it's just my standard setting that I used, and the quality has come out absolutely fantastic on these. Yay! Thank you for the cheer, mate. Now, unfortunately tonight I don't have all the intersections because there's pillars. These slot down the pillars, and then somewhere around here I have the doors and the floors and the roofs, and they're going to make I think they're going to make really good cyberpunk style hamlet house building type things, which ties in with the Infinity that we can't convince Snowy to play. Oh, wait. Did that actually happen? Sorry. So yeah, we've got these to have a play around with. So I'm going to be grabbing one of them, painting one up, see how it looks in its building setting. So I've got 20 of these. I'm not a git. So at the moment, at the print settings that we're running this at, 20 of these take 2 days. But they're pretty robust and solid. They've been well worked out for the thickness, and what the weave inside is absolutely phenomenal. They're really strong. I've also got the sets of pillars, and I've got floors, and I've got other bits and pieces sorted out, as well as another one that Snowy found us. We're doing the test piece from that one at the moment, as well as the guys from what's the name of them? LV. Sorry, as well as the guys from Corvus, a company called LV has given us some totally different scenery files, and I mean these are totally different. You may have seen our hints coming on that we're going to be doing something for Aliens versus Predators or Aliens games. We have got some scenery pieces from them. I'm saying Foxy and myself have been talking to them, and these are all interconnecting pieces. They are all 5-inch square board pieces. So this is the actual, you can actually go and get this one from their website free of charge to download and try and print, and they just go together like that. You can magnetize them so you can change them, or you can do is what we're going to do is we're just going to create a board. Now there's door sections, there's inter airlock door sections, and yes, but there's a board. We don't know what the that's an airlock, that one, if I remember rightly. We don't know what the new game. The new game looks board gamey, miniature type thing. But in one of our deals, we managed to pick up this. So we do have the very heavy original first AVP. Now this has the original tiles in that are the super thick ones that were soon made a lot thinner, so they could get some of it shipped. So there's cards, there's the models. We've not even attempted to look at the models yet. I think the models are all still pretty much sealed. Yeah, everything's brand new. Aliens, Predators, Marines. So we've got that. Yes. The only problem is AVP Prodos Games no longer exists. The website's there, but the company isn't. There's no way to actually purchase anything off them at the moment. I don't know if the company's vanished or whatever. Yes, now this is, as I said, this is the original Kickstarter box that a lot of people didn't get. I think it's my second copy of it. So that is another one that we're going to be doing. So a bit of work with that sort of stuff. Yes, I'm trying to think. What was the... I'm trying to think of the scenery, because the scenery that I bought from Forge World, that is just corridors and stuff like that. That's the sort of thing that we're going for. And make a board. I'm thinking of possibly a 4x4 board with just them, hopefully, somewhere near. We also got sent some Micro Art Studios products. Now these, I've never seen these before, but these are blown foam, so it's a mold, but this is really like compressed foam. Really light. I'm gonna see how paint takes to it. So we've got one that is very much for Legion type, like a ventilation shaft. But we've also got a very Tau stroke Infinity style one as well. So I'm going to be doing these. I think I'm going to do this one in white. I'm just waiting for some information on them, and then we'll be doing them ones. If he's watching, I got a commission to do a Tau battle suit, which is one of the Forge World battle suits, so you can all see how much fun it is going to be for me to put one of these Tau battle suits together from Forge World. Thank you, X-Wing Tavern Wars, that's fantastic. Thank you very much. So yeah, I'm doing these for Dale, one of my friends, and also, oops, sorry, and Kripaxix the Copper Dragon. So I'll be doing him another dragon. There is some X-Wing ships to do, so I'll probably be building them. I've also got all my Corvus Belly Infinity figures to do, so that's my set ready to go. So I'm just going to plod on with the Mythos stuff to get the bases and them done. So I've at least got 2 of the figures done, so I'm somewhere close to what Snowy's got done. We've also starting, I might put that together tonight. This Tale of 4 Gamers has started. Snowy has absolutely blitzed into the lead, and this is another one that we're doing with Conquest, so we're doing a tale of 4 gamers between us, and could get them built tonight as well. So bits and pieces. We'll see what we've got and where we're at. So let's have a look for some. I've got a box full of basing stuff, so I'm going to go for the burnt tufts, my favourite, and some glasses, not my favourite. So the key, right? I'm going to do the base. As everyone's seen before, I always finish the base in the black. Haha, I can see my brushes in the stands because I've got a brush stand now. Oh, did I forget? I think I forgot to clean one of my brushes. Oopsie. It didn't open up as like they normally do. I normally clean them and then put clean soap on it. It just didn't open up quite as well. Morning, Archnin. Yeah, definitely made a mess of that brush. You know what I've actually done? That was the last stream where I did Spider-Man. I forgot to clean him up. Or clean the brush up. So, let's see if I can pull this back. It seems okay. How are you doing, Archnid? We're going to do some giveaways. The giveaways are going to be... there's going to be random ones, which we've been trying and trialing, which are subscriber giveaways. But we're also going to be doing the usual big giveaways. But we're going to do one tomorrow where Asta would do his to help him cover his stuff, and then one on Wednesday when we would do our normal one. So might even... Ashton is from America, or is it Canada? America or Canada, mate? Archnin and Egan Tavern Wars as well, I believe, from the other side of the pond. So I'm just cleaning up the bases. It's just a slightly thinned down black, using the new broken toad brushes. They're a lot more forgiving as well for messing up like I did. Indeed. These are the guys that I hope are going to help me through the night when you lot are in bed asleep, when I'm doing the 24-hour stream. I'm hoping we get people from all over the world. Yeah, rub it in, why don't you? I don't do heat, so I'm good with that one. Right, I need some glue. So these are just our, not our, they're the tufts by Gamer's Grass. They're the burnt tufts. I think we still have some of them in stock. I think we're close to running out. I need to put another order in for them. So literally you just, let me go for the cat. You pluck it off with a pair of pliers. You can actually just push them on and stick them on. I do prefer to use a little bit of PVA, so it's a bit too much. Just a little bit, just to make sure it's got something, and then push it down. And I forgot, sorry guys. Stupid wet palette tears things. Flaring the cameras. So, and you flick it round to the other side. And I'll have one about there. You just push them on, and then the cat's got some tufts around it. So, I'm going to give it a snowy pressure here. I'm going to take that off. That's just way too hot for this time of day. So I did do the eyes. Super close up. Pew. So you can just see the glint of the eye. I did it with a little bit of silver because do I bore you that much? In fact, I'm going to go with the same theme. I did his eyes glowing because he's a creature of mythos. So I'm going to do the cat the same. If I can break up the... There we go. So I actually think... Yeah, I'm going to do him. Been working hard. Oh, hardly working. Not like me, I was up at the crack of evening. Supporting a sore head. Not saying a word. So, apparently this Tesseract Glow comes in a pot the size of... Oops, way off camera there, Lee. It comes in the same size pot as Contrast. So a lot of people have, I can't even say mistakenly, but they've used it like a contrast, and apparently it's worked really well as a contrast colour. So as you can see there, one eye's got a lot more on the other. Oh, is that drying? That's right, that's drying. So I've put two big blobs on there. Let's see how that goes. I'll just pop him off his handle so he's not tempted to fall over. So there you go, Snowy. I did eyes. As you can see from this guy, the Tesseract glows all in his chest, and it looks like the runes are lighting up and his eyes are lighting up. It does look cool. I was impressed with the outcome. And as I said, these are they're just they're mine, so I'm not massively going to put hundreds of hours into each one. They look cool as they are. I'm happy with that. So I get some tufts onto the base. Again, just a little bit of PVA, a few more tufts, because so the tufts come in two different types. They come in regimented about 5mm circles, or they come in sporadic lumps. So I tend to use bits from each, just to mix it up a bit and give a bit of realism to the base. And I have been using this style a lot lately. I think everything I've painted in the last month or so has been with this stuff. Oops, stuck to my desk. So one between it. And it has got, this mix has got a, or what it's called Wild, has got a couple of very small ones in. You can see like that one, that one, that one. They're a lot smaller than what you get on there, and they're good for filling little bits. So that's all. That's just the base done. Quite happy with that. Here the rim's actually dry, so I am going to remove the bubblicious gum. So that's how you clean it up. And then the base of this does have a lump on it. This was my only concern about these, was getting this off, and then I found the easy way of doing it. And you basically rub it over, and it eventually picks itself back up off the base. And I honestly do think this is 90% down to the heat at the moment. It's quite stickery. There we go. So he's all done. One down snipe. Come on, kitty. Yay. So the kitty came off pretty easy. There we go. Don't know how bad the eyes are going to go, but they're quite green and eerie. So it's 2 done. Cooking on gas. People will be scared that I'm actually getting paintwork finished. Right, I'll put these bases away for now. I'm going to build a Jarl. So the first of my Tale of Four Gamers pieces, Mr. Jarl's going to get done. So these are from the Nords, which are very Viking based. You get a Jarl and a resin and a command card for him. Don't need the command card just yet. About time. Mr. Snowden. I've looked at them. Look, stop throwing extra stuff at me and I might actually get something finished. These are actually quite big miniatures. He's quite an impressive fellow. Today I've been doing all of the parcels, and I've still been looking around for bits and pieces. There is only 6 or 7 of them, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Or is it 8? Is it 8? I think I've got 8 to do. And then so Jarl. Carl the Jarl. Thank you for liking the stream, Danny. So it goes like there, and there's little or no gap between that joint. So dry fit bits first. Tempted to paint some of this in single bits. Which hand is this one? That goes in here somewhere. See you, dead mate. So it points down like that. So I'm thinking about that. So that does need just a bit of trimming on the inside. The resin's really nice and soft. Oop, hand back to front. Oh, there you go, straight in now. Perfect. So yeah, that goes there. 2 bits. So that goes off at an angle. So yeah, that's the same. It's just got a little bit of a mould piece that I think might just obstruct how it goes together. Didn't drop it. So does that go in front? It does go in front, and that's basically there. That's pretty cool. And then I'm guessing, if I snip off, it's a spiked bit. Yeah. Just snip off the spike. So I can't recommend enough having, when it's something new and you've never seen it before, having a couple of dry fits to test it. So that's all of the bits. What I'm also going to do is, because there is a lot of flashing on that side, I'm going to look for my deflashing tool. And very carefully, because it is just really thin flash. I could probably have got away with the toothbrush to do this one, because it is just, it's like tracing paper in between. Good evening, Kay. How are you doing? So there's a bit in there. I don't know if you can see. It is very... There you go. That's it gone. Itchy nose. Gonna get annoyed. Very little mould lines on this thing. There you go. There's one. Looks like an injection point. Gone. You know what I didn't do tonight? I don't think we started the music, or did we? That's going to be loud. There you go. Ooh, some new albums up. Cool. I'm gonna have to say the oh, I've forgotten his name now. Not the chaplain, he looks around for his book and can't remember the name of it. Oh, the one with the big flat sword. That's the one. The Judicar. Yeah, the model. I love that model. I was considering. I have a few kicking about, and I was. Excuse me. I was considering just doing every one of them. Yeah, the Judica, and painting them and selling them painted. Yeah, I do like it. We've just started to get trade-ins of halves of Indomitors. We received 2 halves today, both Space Marines. So we're at the point where I think we're going to get quite a bit of stock in, especially now the starter sets have been released. People aren't too fussed about hanging on to them, or announced. And where's the super gluing? So if people have seen me use this before, they're not a judge. Yeah. It's Bob Smith Industries Instaset Accelerator Super Glue. We use Gorilla Glue gel, brilliant stuff, fills gaps, works brilliantly, and works really well with the BSI stuff. So just a little squirt underneath, little squirt, and then that's done, ready to rock and roll. So yep, that's going to be fine. So if there was gaps where the tell you what I'm going to do. I've just noticed it there. There is a smidge of mould line. I don't know how that's going to affect it, but don't want it to. So more towards the centre, and then that spreads out slightly. And what you can actually do at this point is, if you do have any, because I don't want any of this detail spoiling, just rub it off with a cloth quickly and then Instaset it. Instaset has a really I probably will. Did you see the one that we picked up last month, Archnin? I've got a few big projects I'd like to do. That would be one of them. Something along those lines of doing it, and maybe he's doing it as a giveaway. I'm considering pinning that snow. Have you done your figures yet? Right, I'm going to just let that set first. I'll show Archon what we... Because I've changed the studio. Hey, look, short legs. So I can actually get round to stuff a bit more. Before anyone says, yes, changing the studio around did actually mean just tidying it up. Most of yours were already built anyway, so we got one of them arching in. Is that on? It's not on the out. There we go. Sorry. So it was the GW one from Bandai. I have been of the mindset to actually paint him. Because I'd love... Yeah, they are gorgeous, mate. One of my friends... when the pre-orders came up, I couldn't afford one. And one of my friends basically threw the 80 quid into the pot for me and ordered me one. And then I paid him back months later, sort of thing, when I had some money. And obviously it turned up a couple of weeks back, or a month or so ago, and they're absolutely fantastic. I haven't looked lately, but if I can remember rightly, when they were out, they were around, when they first came out, they hit eBay for like 300 and 400 quid. Could be even more now. Let's have a quick look. There's none on. Sold items. Did I spell it right? It is B-A-N-D. B-A-N-D-A-I. Missed the A out. About £160 now. The prices have settled, so... But I'd really like to do it in... Red Scorpions. I nearly said it again, Snow. I'm going to hold you responsible for that. So, the horn does feel very light. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting. If I did, it would be the grey one. I know the Smurf ones were 30 quid. Or 25 quid. Dark Angels? So that I know where it needs to go, but the pin, I've just had to cut a bit of it out for the pinning. I'm not going to be able to pin it very far because of the angle either. No, not Space Wolves. Where's my old cutters. I'm not using my good cutters. So if I was going to cut it, it needs to be about there. So I'll do this into a cloth, or it'll end up in outer space. So it is just a tiny bit of brass rod, and I mean it is really tiny. But what I'm going to do is put some super glue on a pallet, so to speak, and push it in there. So clean off the glue, and then we try dry fit in that angle. Which seems to have got it pretty spot on, even if I do say so myself. So scoop up some of the super glue. Pin in. There we go. One side, arm fitted. So the second side, I think I'm going to do the same. So I need a sharp knife. It's right in a seam that I want to put it in. Super sharp. It's a horn. He's not French. So I've put it in, used a knife to get the first one. The resin is lovely and soft with these, so I'm just doing an initial, not the actual hole, just an initial like center point in it, just so I've got something to start with. Let's double check how close that is. Pretty decent. Mid-battle snack, yeah. So got to give a big shout out to Parabellum for sending us all the bits for these. We're doing a tale of four gamers. There's myself doing the nods, hence the Jarl. I've got some more behind me. Not Jarls, but some other fellas. I'll grab them in a second once I've grilled this one. Snowy got the what they call the Cheaty McCheatus and Dugans, which are dwarves. Dwagan. That sounded very Scottish, sorry Kate. And happy birthday. Is it their birthday? I need a bit of... Oh, I didn't test dry fit that. Happy birthday, Parabellum. If Snowy's on about that. He looks cool. 1 year of conquest. Cool. Didn't know that. We should do something to celebrate. Building a Jarl. I've got it stuck. My pallets ran out of super glue. Got Yarly McYarlison. So if you want a quick look at him close up, the sculpt on it is fantastic. Lovely detail, and just things like, I don't know if you can see it here. Obviously, the sculptor's actually sculpted the cloak wrapping around the spear. And the wind's caught the cloak and it's wrapped it round. I just love all of the battle damage to the cloak. Yay. Little bit of still can't find any mold lines. It might be one of those models where the mold lines appears. Yeah, no thank you. Not I was I think I had my Blood Bowl time spoiled a long time ago. I'll be honest with you, I've not really looked at them. I know a couple of people have said they look like the older ones could be a lot older ones are a lot nicer. So I'm going to put him. No, I'm not, because he needs to be primed. He needs a bigger base as well, Snowy. Do the fish's teeth so it looks okay. So that is the first thing that we've got to make tonight. Cool. If I can find out who they are, I'll grab one off them. Probably would have been doing that today, but apparently someone found a Kickstarter for some amazing terrain. And where really like the ship for the mount. Ship? What did I miss? What am I looking at? Oh, the ship's head. The fishy thing. I don't know if that's meant to be stone or wood. It's got barnacles attached to the back of it, so it'll be interesting to see. What is it? Oh, the fins, gills, that sort of stuff. Going from concept art to that, it's been pretty well done. Yeah, I see what you mean. A little bit of a modification. It could look as though he's on the bow of a ship. I can see what you mean, mate. So I can't primer him just now because obviously I've used the activator. I like to leave them a few hours after I've used activator on them just in case, or A white water base, yeah. We did. You won't have seen. I did a commission for my good friend Dale, but I had a spare one, and we entered it into a competition, and it was for some dragons. Dragons. So, I'm gonna have to go to the bigger view. We painted these up. I painted 3 of them. Dale's got 2. I've kept one of the silvers. I've got some more to do. But we used the Vallejo water effects. So there's the Mediterranean blue, there's the clear, and then there's some of the white foam over the top of it. Yeah, something like that would work really well, as if he's coming in off the sea. But that was my dragon. I'm going to be doing some more dragons because I bought 4 more. Yeah, the water effects by Vallejo are absolutely fantastic. You basically start, it's a bright blue, he says, looking for it, all in the same place. So you start with a bright blue, and it'll texture up so you can put ripples into it, and then there's like a foamy white, so you can like splodge it over. And I think I sent Kay some of that. How did you get on with it, mate? And then you go over it in clear still water effects. Now this is just a small sample pot. It normally comes in quite a big pot to do good amounts. But those 3 together is what produced that. And that was just straight over a black base to give the dark water underneath it. Because the blue is quite see-through as well. So, what did we do? Jarl, them. What could I do now? What could I do? God, send him up some really nice shiny stuff. I'm an hour in and I've got 2 things done that I wanted to do. So, let me have a look. Since I've got all the glue and pinning stuff out, should we have a look inside a Forge World packet? I haven't opened one of these in a long time. And this was sent to me by my customer. Oh, not the camera. I'm waiting for Jack to appear out of it. Because as soon as you go, oh, I'm painting Tau stuff, Jack will appear. So these are going to be forge. No, Jack. No, okay. Look, proper stuff. Proper stuff. The Forge World, not Le Forge World. Whoa. Holy moly. There's drones in here. That's his body. There's the drone flying base bits. There's his base. He's walking. Can't see any drones. Oh, the tiny drones. So that's the drone. It's a little baby drone. Yeah, I've just noticed that, Kay. That is a lot of resin, and there's a lot of cleanup work before I even start putting this together. Oh, look at the bend on that. That gun can shoot round corners. He did say he's had this for a while, so it's going to need... Oh, is that another... Oh, is that the same drone? It's going to need boiling to get the right shape as well. Snowing. Looking at it. But yeah. You can feel it. There's more release compound than resin. There is little bits falling off. Right, I need a... 1 second. Project box. There we go. Oh, that's half full. Let me have a look behind my secret curtain. You know, I hate it when I tidy up because I can't find any spare boxes or anything. Have I lost my head? Oh, that's factory stuff. That's an airway. You know what? I'm going to have to Yeah. I stand before you defeated. It's going in a bag. Hello there. Thank you for the follow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put Dale's Forge World in a bag, and I'm going to attempt that when I've got a boiling kettle and a lot more time. Love you, Dale. Really do. So he sent me that, and I've got... I'm going to have a look at this one, since I haven't been able to fix that one. So I've got one of these as well to build. Compressor's alive. People keep telling me the Reaper Bones dragons are really nice. I guess we're about to find out. That's going to be easy to build. I'm going to build a dragon. So, dry fit. That works nice. And again, just with the gel, it will find it. It'll settle. In it goes. One leg. Again, I'm going to put it on the end of. So I like the super glue, the glue gel so much. If this was normal super glue, it would be running down your fingers by now. That has 3 points. I'm going to do this pretty quickly because I don't want to be stressing the super glue joints when I'm pushing it in. I should have. And this, when this goes wrong, you'll see what I mean about dry fitting. There we go. Squirts. That makes the outer side. If you do it just a small squirt, the outside of it starts to harden, and it holds it in place. It's a really nice dragon head. You can feel it almost like a pneumatic thing, where it goes and you then got a good seal on it. Might have to fill that a bit. There is no base for this. I wonder if he wants a base for it. Does watch on Facebook, so I'm going to hold that together. There we go. And the dragon. So, 7 minutes past. I'll do the glue, and then I'm going to do a giveaway. So, usual, we're going to do one of the mad 5-minute giveaways with. I'm going to have a look at what promos we've got today. Dragon. Dwagon. So, hello there. Glue back in its box and put over there. So, it's the same with all resins, whether it's Mr. Jarl, that plastic, resiny plastic, is very. It's the same as all of the Legion stuff. It's soft. It basically goes together exactly the same way. Using the gel helps you, if you put it in enough and not obviously too much, having a cloth kicking about to clean it up afterwards, you can basically, when it goes together, you can see it starting to ooze out. Once it gets to a point, cotton bud or wipe it off and it fills the gaps for you. So if I'd done it on it has actually pretty much cleared it up, but you can see there, if I put a little bit more glue into it, that would have filled it just a smidge, and sometimes that's all you need. So promos. What have we got for today? What have the subscribers got? Oh, an itchy nose. So, let me put the subscriber giveaway up. it? Cloudbot. There it is. So, giveaways. So we're going to have a 5-minute giveaway, subscriber only, and moderators. I suppose we'll let Foxy have a go. Ticket costs are 10 each, which you can only get one, so they're 10. And they will go on. I should tell you the prize, shouldn't you? So the prize for tonight's giveaway is the Luke Skywalker Legion card. So whoever wins this, it will be sent out on Friday, and you have got 5 minutes. Go! Go, 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 go! He says, pressing the wrong button. Now. While you're doing that, I'm going to show you something that I picked up. So, while we were doing... There we go. While we were doing the... we do different bits and pieces. We can only do one card at a time, mate. But next time. Hello, Craig. So we got this fella. He is a trade-in. Unfortunately, he has no cards. No one loved him enough to put basing on him. No. Someone had bought him to have both versions. So this is the non-cloaked version that they had. So I wanted to do something with the eyes, and my first thing I'm doing now is going over the metal with a Newlin wash. So again, a lot of the ease of doing metal and droids and stuff like that is this stuff. The shade, the wash, the ink, whichever you use. This just looks as though it would work better with the... Yeah, it's going to work better with the Newlin. So I'm going to try it on one of the synthetic brushes. Trying not to hit the cream, but getting it into the gaps and nooks and crannies and stuff. So that just takes the plain silver and gives it a bit of depth. Swap brushes. I need something with a bit more control. Yeah. So if it's the black of these, the B2s, we can just quickly go around all of the bits, picking up the metalwork. Just to give it an added bit of depth. This is just a quick finish off the work that one of my customers started. As I say, it's a trade-in, but a quick 10-minute wash, tidy up, clean, turns it into a whole different looking model. And again, it's nothing like everything that we try and do and get people to look at. It's got nothing to do with massive amounts of skill to get it finished or stuff like that. It is just techniques and ways to make metal work. So the metal, obviously a lot of silver, but drop a little bit of Null Oil or Dark Tone from Army Painter, and look how it settles in the sabres. The sabres are highlighted pretty much in one shot. And if you're one of the many people who just want the minis on the table to play and fight, and you're not wanting a Golden Demon level army, then stuff like this is just part of the great toolbox that you can get away with. So I'm doing some down there. So as you can see, a 2-minute thing, and he's jumped. Now I'm going to do 2 sets of eyes in one day tonight. So again, using the Ulthan Grey, like we talked about before, just 1 drop on the palette, because I'm not going to need much of this for eyes. But what I do want is the pupil, like the whole eye. I want the white like that. Oh, sorry, a little bit too low. Not because I wanted to leave it like that. I'm thinking of doing like an OSL on the eye anyway, but the eye and the eye socket having white in there, it gives it this center point of where it all starts from. There you go. So was that the timer up already? Martin didn't even get in there. Right, where is it? Should we? It's going to be a three-way run. Drum roll, and our winner for today's mad 5-minute giveaway is Craig. Well done, Craig. I'll double check. You might have to drop me your address again, because I do tend to delete it from messages for GDPR reasons. But if it's still there and I haven't got around to doing it, I'll get that out to you Friday, mate. And when I say I'll get it out to you, I actually mean Joel get it out to you. Because, yeah, I don't do any of the parcel stuff. But, look, I even put your name on it. Not on the card, on the sleeve, obviously. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot more, no worries mate, we're going to be doing a lot more subscriber-based quick ones like that for X-Wing, for Legion, for whatever we're doing, for whatever we're supporting. We try to get as many games pushed through as we can. As I say, we've done Conquest, we've done Mythos, we've done D&D, just whatever we can. I might even get some bits done on Spidey. So, right, as I was going to do, I'm going to try and airbrush eyes. As he bends down to try and get the airbrush. So, what colour? Blue or red? He's evil, so he needs red eyes, doesn't he? So what I am using is the Citadel Bloodletter glaze. I would normally just put it on with a brush, but I've been wanting to try. I've got the Infinity Hardensteinbach Infinity CR Plus. Yellow. Do they glow? Am I going to have to look to knowing? Oh, that one's got red eyes. Yeah, the... Should I try? Yeah, lizard eyes. I'm just wondering if I can... I'm just looking how close it is. Ooh, just seeing a big... I missed some mush, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, there's too many different colours of sabre to play around with OSL for that. If you had two sabres, I could get away with it, but you're just going to get... It's very close to white light from the green and the... So, what I am going to do... Yes, very similar. I'm just looking for the... So I've got Disgusting Slime and Glistening Blood. I'm thinking of using Glistening Blood. Yeah, I'm ignoring you, Kay. So I'm going to use Glistening Blood around the eyes to give the red... Oh, hell, that is... It also means I can come back in with the... Yeah. So I'm going to come back in with the old fan again. Now the red's in, because the red in the socket has basically filled the socket. Cool. You know what? I might not old fan it. If I was going to do an OSL sabre and showing people how to do it, I'd prefer to start with one. Do a single sabre with OSL, and then two where then you get the merge down the middle and stuff like that. 4 straight off the bat is... yeah. So I wanted... Not going to get aligned on that. So I am actually going for Avalanche Sunset, but I've thinned it with the Army Painter thinners. Get the other side. Oh. Mr. Snowden? I don't know if that's going to... Might have to refocus that just for a second. You know what I'm going for now, don't you? So, same technique. I've got some black on the palette. I'm sorry I can't show you the palette, but and what I've done is I've thinned it massively with my head's probably going to get in the way of this. I've thinned it with the airbrush medium, Army Painter's airbrush medium. Can you actually see? I've got the lines down the eyes. I just can't get the camera to focus on them. Thank you for the like, Jeremy. There you go, Snipe. I may have even impressed myself with those eyes. So, I'll go back to the other glasses. So one of the things that... Thank you, mate. Obviously the blue, the green is really nice lightsaber colours. I haven't got anything to change that up any, but at the moment they just look like green and blue sticks. To give them a bit of feel, choose an angle where you can basically see them all, and then you would run a white line down them, and that gives like a hot center. So if you're going to look at it from that side sort of thing, you would run the white line down each one of those sides, or I think I'm going to do mine from there, so you put the white line on all of the same sides. Does that make sense? Sorry. Let me show you. And again, it's just a quick way to get a bit of colour into the lightsaber without it just being a lot of work. So, and the white needs to be quite thin, so You can see there's not much in it, and you're just going. So if I do it at that angle and try and get them all the same. So the white's going on pretty much like a glaze. And you can just spread it down the full length. Same that. What I'll also do is I'll retouch up that as well. It's a bit more thinner on that, just to blend it in a bit. So the thing with this thinner as well, it allows you to do basically wet blending because it's got a bit of a like a slowing agent. It stops the paint going. It stops the paint drying as quick. So you can just run a bit of a glaze down the centre of the. And when it dries a lot different. It just looks like, from that angle, it just looks a bit different. Do a second coat of it. And this is where the actual white centre starts to come in. You can see there on that green one, the bottom one. I'm trying to get the same angle. And you're just using the edge of the brush. You're not trying to draw down it, you just run the edge of the brush down it. You can keep it at the same angle down the entire brush, you get pretty much straight line. And from that angle it looks pretty good. So eyes are done, the panelling was already pretty much done when I got it. And these are house, you can pick up second-hand stuff off eBay, we sell it, but if you see something that's part painted and it's putting you off, sometimes a part painted figure is a lot quicker to finish off and get done than a fully brand new figure. You do have to look at what you're getting to go, you know what, I do quite fancy doing it in those colours, so excuse me, I'll stick a few quid bid in on it, and then we'll do a bit of work on it when it comes. As I say, we get them in all the time that are part painted. Someone sells as a collection. It's nothing to be too afraid of. 10 minutes work. The worst comes to worst, there's plenty of safe ways to strip this stuff out there. We've just stripped a whole batch of Imperials that we got in. Someone done them in, I think it was one of the P3 blues, and it just hadn't worked. And he basically said to us it hasn't worked, it didn't come out anywhere near the colours that he wanted, and he didn't like it, so we just stuck it in our cleaning tank, a couple of days in there, and boom. quick respray with a good primer, and you're ready to go again. So I'll be just doing my standard basing frame. As I say, he's got no cards with him, unfortunately, so he'll just go up with one of our painted ones. As I say, people have been wanting them as a secondary figure. Have one with his cloak, or one with only one a pair of sabres, one with 4 sabres, that sort of stuff. So I will leave him to dry. That's another one partially done. Rattling through a lot of these part done projects tonight. My Iden's kicking about, and I keep considering finishing the Iden off. Thinking of that, I don't even know where that stand went now. Iden. Let me have a look, see where it's at, because I've got another couple of bits and pieces on there, on the old stand to do. Yeah, there's the stand. Oh yeah. So I'm thinking tomorrow night. We still got Dooku to do, Blue Dooku. I nearly got him finished last week. But Iden, definitely, there's going to be some work on that. I need to do a quick tutorial on the blacks as well. So we'll do a bit of that. What should I finish tonight? Blue Dooku? Oh, I got some X-Wing through. And I've got a broken Star Viper. So I'm considering to do the closed wing variant, so that's just come through. So just remembering I've still got him to finish as well. Oops. Oh, he needs his eyes doing. I'm on an eyes night. So he's got quite big eyes. Their eyes are bright red and bloodshot, snowy. Paint went dry in the brush. There we go. So again, just, you don't need to get the entire eye, because whatever colour that you put on, like we're going to put the red on, will go into the recesses anyway, and the white won't be in there. So if you spend a lot of time trying to get it into the recess of the full eye, or the eyeball, sorry, a lot of it will just vanish into the recess. So if you just get the highest point of the eye, like that, when you put the red, and I'm going to put a red on this one, I am going to do the red, going to use clear red so the white comes through. They don't have a... Looking at that, they don't have an eyeball and pupil or anything like that as such. They have like a crack across it, and I don't think I would get that crack in place. Not on that size anyway. So what I'll do is I'll go for the red. I'm using the Forge World Clear Red because it's a fantastic clear product. And I am taking it straight from the pot because I don't want to waste any of it. I'm having to put some on the tip there, so I am wasting some of it. See that the white comes through and the red fills up the rest of the area as well. As well as his nose. And just wipe it off with a bit of water. Cat hairs. There you go. To do is some red into the mouth area, just yeah. So they've got the grey hands. As I said, he wasn't that far off being complete. Again, I'll get the feeling good about the amount that we're getting finished tonight. I did say it was going to be bits of everything, whatever we could get, whatever I had laid round. As I say, we're just covering for Nannybot. Bless his little cotton socks. And again, it's just our brown earth, the brown earth that we use from Vallejo. Everyone calls it peanut butter. Just smooch some on all around it, and then I can start pushing it into the recesses. So using the other side of the spatula, start pushing it into all the bits that you haven't got any in. He has an interesting, I might have to dry brush some mud onto the bottom of his cloak, because he is a hostage. He's part of the vital assets set, so he's not going to be in his prime condition as if he would just come out the Senate. I've done this, there's 3 sat waiting for there we go. Obviously when we put the wash over it, any of the grey that we've missed, little bits and stuff like that, what will happen is the wash will just drop into those bits and splodge about a bit. There we go. And he is sat next to Grevious and I'm ready to go. I can't get the airbrush going for the dragon and the Jarl because they definitely need a bit more time to go off. So I wanted to try. I can get the airbrush going. Let's have this on the medium for these sections of terrain from Corvus. This is Corvus game terrain. We're going to be doing it for a few. There's a few games it fits with. The habitation pods and stuff like that. they work with Legion, they work with Infinity. Obviously, we're going to do it for probably both. We played both games. Well, we will be playing both games, but I just want to see what the primer takes like. So we do have. What time have we got? 15 minutes left. I'll find the silver. So what we do have is Badger's actual silver primer. New bottle. And I'll see how these panels. I say we're going to do more of this. I think probably tomorrow night, as a quick, maybe as a quick demo on painting some of the metallic buildings that they do. They do a lot for Marvel Crisis. They do a lot for Legion. What's it called? The Pilgrim House that we did was all of their. That was part of their Legion range. Then we did the Donut Shack, which was part of their Marvel Crisis range, and we've got a bit more of Marvel Crisis stuff to do. The Mystical House. So I'm going to do this down here, out of the way, just to see how the silver goes on. I'd say this is straight from the pot. It's Badger's silver primer. Through the airbrush it is fantastic. It'll be interesting to see. It's looking really nice. So these bits you can build up and then paint, or you can actually leave them as single little units and then paint each bit individually and then keep pushing them together and changing the building. There we go. Spin it around to do the top. We've run out. I'm thinking, obviously, I want to do it cyberpunky. When I played Star Wars Galaxies, there was always a place, I think it was Nar Shaddaa, and there was an underground, and the underground on it was all cyberpunky, neon-y type stuff. It was absolutely brilliant. I wouldn't mind some sort of setup or a board in Nar Shaddaa. So that's a provisions written on it. So we need to highlight that. I want some, I think maybe some of the Turbo Dock colours to put the neon glows and stuff that they did. There was a load of their stuff. I might have to give it a go. So, airbrush away, cleaned. And primer. It's not expensive, that. I think that's about 4 or 5 quid a bottle, which is a 4-ounce bottle. So the silver really makes it pop. So I'll probably try, obviously with the normal air paints, I'll probably put some shadows and effects like that into it. Yeah, looking forward to doing it as a big building. As I say, there's 20 bits. What I might do is actually build a building and paint a full building at once, rather than the panels. I can make as many as I need to. It's just time at the end of the day. 20 lots of walls are not too bad. It'll probably work out at about 30 quid for 20 walls, if you're making them yourselves. And then painting time, 20 walls, you're using 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 walls for a standard sized what would be like a container building, bit like Ready Player One habitat blocks, but the section that goes into there is a 4-way section, so you can put them round. You can make it as big as you want, you can make it as small as you want. The flooring and the roofing will all glue together and sit on the whole thing. So it'll be interesting to see when the Kickstarter goes live, to or when people start getting it from the Kickstarter, to see how people put some of these together. It's going to be quite good. So we're at nearly 9 o'clock. So what I am going to do is quickly check for any messages on the website. We've had nothing through. We'll probably do some of the show and tells tomorrow, so if anyone's got any painted stuff they want to show off, we'll stick it up in the chat as well. And yeah, I'm going to call that for tonight. Thank you everyone for stopping by as usual. We'll be back tomorrow night. I think we've got the if this is printed, or if this is finished printing, I might get this on the table and get some of this showing off, as well as the bits that we didn't get finished tonight. There's obviously Grevious and a couple of other bits, and as well as poor Aiden, not Aiden. We've still got him to do, her to do, and Cassian to do over the back. So there's a couple of bits and pieces that I need to sort out. So hopefully see you tomorrow, and in the meantime, stay safe. Good night everyone.